Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I've been doing a bit of work off camera. I've been working on these guards at the moment. I'll show you a bit of what I've done. So basically, I'm doing it just to deflect a bit of the mud. I know they're not very aggressive, they don't really stick out that far, but it's all going to help once you're in there. It's for looks as well, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to come in here, fill some of this in, just to deflect more mud, like I said. It turned out pretty well so far. I'm digging this style at the moment. I need to clean up a lot of the tacks and stuff. I'll show you the other side. But yeah, as you can see, I've added the tubing in there, done a bit of sheet metal work and had to work out some of the angles. Anyway guys, let me know what you think of the build so far and how it's progressing. Let me know what you think of the new fenders, well, mudguards, whatever you want to call them. Do you like the style of them? Should I change anything else? I was considering making some sort of bonnet for the top half there, but I don't want to interfere with the headlights that I've made up. I'm going to do a little bit of work today on the guards, so I'm going to finish them off and try to smooth them out. As you can see, still got a lot of tacks there to clean up. I was playing around with the idea of discolouring the metal by using the blowtorch like I have here and just clear coating over the top instead of painting them black, but I'm not too sure. So today I'm going to work on the mudguards at the start, and I'm just going to clean up around some of the tacks, add a bit more weld, try to smooth it out and make it look as clean as possible, and then I'm going to be trying to work out a design that I like for the stinger, which is going to be on the front, and I'm going to have a bit of an angle just to prevent a rollover if I'm on sand dunes or going a bit hard off-road. So basically I want the stinger to protrude as much as I can, sort of thing. So what it's going to actually do is, if I'm coming forward and I go too far down, like too fast down a big steep hill or something like that, it's going to have a bar protruding on an angle like that. So what will happen is, if I go too fast down a steep hill, it's going to hit, and if the back wheels come off the ground, this angle will then make contact with the ground like that, so it'll become a flat angle and will prevent it, but the buggy will stay onto like 45-degree angle or roughly around there, something like that. But it's going to stop me from going over forward and having a serious rollover. Just a bit of a precaution, I guess, a bit of a safety feature, more so for the look as well, as I don't really plan on crashing something like this, but we'll see how we go for a start. We'll start off with the guards, like I said, and yeah. So by using the flat wheel, I'm going to knock down these tacks that I'll put on here, smooth them off, and try to make it look a lot smoother and neater, basically. Just making it all flush with the bar work. So I'll start off by doing that. otherwise it's a very time consuming job. Hence the reason why I've been doing a lot of it off camera. Basically what I do is just tack it every inch or so, working my way around slowly, just trying not to get too much heat onto the steel, because if I apply too much heat to a certain area, what's going to happen is basically it's going to warp the metal because it's a thinner gauge steel. So by applying heat to multiple areas at different spots, by going, say if I go tack here, each corner, that allows me to spread the heat out throughout the panel, which gives me less chance of warping the steel, because if I tacked it in and then decide to weld straight away, then it will just warp it no matter what. So basically I work my way from the outside edge, then I get a little bit closer, and then I just gap it, say within an inch or so. It doesn't have to be precise, you just need to think about what you're doing and where you're applying the heat, because welding generates a lot of it. I'm going to take a little bit more back, I'm going to take a little bit more off down here. I'm not going to do too much over the top of trying to get this corner all cleaned out, but I'll chuck in a few more tacks down here, and then along here I'm going to try to make the top side here flush and down here, and then the rest I'll be not too concerned about down here. I'm okay with how that is. Then I'm going to be applying some hammer tone paint, which is just going to be roll on, and you'll probably barely see any of it anyway because it's black. It depends if I go with that option or if I prefer to do what I said earlier in the video by applying a blowtorch to the metal, which creates discoloration in the steel as you get all the purple, yellow, all that sort of stuff, the blues. I'll keep going with what I'm doing. I'm going to do a bit more welding, like I said, with lots of grinding, and probably do a little bit on the front. I'll be using a flux core wire as I don't have gas at the moment, which is going to create a lot of spatter, and it's a bit of a pain, to be honest, because it gets all over your raw metal. As you can see from what I've been doing so far, I've been trying to spread out the heat with where I'm welding to prevent it from warping, or basically just creating a higher low spot next to where I'm welding it to. So I'm doing a smaller burst in certain areas just to dissipate the heat a little bit and prevent warpage. I'm not saying this is the right way to go about it, but this is the way that works for me, and I'm happy with the result. Righto guys, so as you can see, I've done a lot of grinding. As you can see here, there's a bit of pitting, which isn't too bad because, like I said, I'm going to be using a hammer tone. Now, there is things you can do about that if you just want to do like your basic flat paint or something like that, or a gloss. Now, you can put body filler and stuff like that. You don't have to go as far as I did with the welding and filling it full of weld, but the less Bondo the better, I guess, if you want to go that far. But like I said, I'm not going to use any. It's just going to go over the top and you'll barely see that. Basically, that's about all I'm going to do on the guards today. I'll probably finish off a lot of it off camera because it is quite time consuming. But yeah, for now, what I plan on doing is working on the stinger bar. Like I said, I'm just going to do a little bit of work on there. Probably get it tacked up and call it a day, as I don't have much time today. So we'll start working on the stinger bar. I've got to find out a location point for it. So what I'm thinking about with the stinger, starting probably in line from here and using this as a reference point, starting there and there, going out, and then I'll probably put some bracing in behind it. So now I'll go look for some steel to see what I can do and start brainstorming a design in my head with the desired look that I want to go for. Anyway guys, I've done what I wanted to today. I'll finish off the fenders and stuff another time. I'll probably launch another video in the next few days, just finishing off the stinger bar and adding support and whatnot. If you guys have any feedback, anything you want to say, or any recommendations on what you want me to do with this in the near future, then let me know in the comments below and I'll get back as soon as possible. Anyway, thanks for watching.